Hello everybody, I'm back with one more video, which is a simple calculator using Java. So everybody write simple Java codes and execute them, and that is a simple and routine thing. So everybody will be excited. It would be very exciting when we develop a real-time application using Java. So here I am here to develop. I am here to show you how to develop a simple calculator, simple arithmetic calculator using simple operations using Java. So let's get started. So the calculator which we develop now is a simple arithmetic calculator which will be having the numerical values and simple numerical operations. And then we will be making like we will be let's see the code actually so that you will be understanding how did we do it and how what the packages did we import. So here firstly I have implemented and I have imported some of the packages which are the Java AWT package, Swing package, and AWT event package, applet package, and LAN package. So using these packages I have developed get will be getting to implement a calculator. So I create a class and I have applet class, and also I have implemented the action listener interface. Action listener interface. Let's see. So action listener interface is nothing but it is notified whenever you click on the button or the menu item, and it is notified against the action event. So our interface, and it is found in java.awt.event package. And one of the main methods which we use in our code, which is present in action listener interface, is that the action perform method do. So it is the method automatically whenever you click on the registered component. So how do we define this method? The action perform method. So we would define it as public abstract void action perform of action event e. So we have used the same syntax and use a method. So for that particular method, we are actually uh, implementing the interface, and we have defined the string and also the numbers and the text field which we want to be displayed on the screen, like the text field which we use. So and also the buttons are defined in the type in the array data type, and also the different buttons like the addition button, subtraction button, everything we the buttons which we do need for performing the operations, and also the operation which is defined as a character, and also the different panels, N panel, C panel, and S panel. And when we come to the init method, so we have defined, we have created object N panel for the panel class, which will be the north panel, which will be holding the display, and the text T1, which is a text field of text field, and N panel dot set layout. We have set the layout for the N panel, which is a flow layout, and the flow layout dot center. That means the layout is set up in the center. The north panel, that is the display will be in the north, and that would be in center. So we have used the flow layout here, and we have added the text field for the north panel. And for the center panel, we have defined it as C panel, and we have created the object as C panel for the panel class buttons. So it would be very easy when we imagine the calculator and run the code. So firstly, we have developed the end panel, which is the north panel, which will be containing the text field, and the center panel, which will be containing the buttons, like all the number buttons, operations, and everything. The south panel will be containing the clear button, which we want to clear after performing any operation. So we have written the for loop here, and we firstly we have set the background color as gray, and next we have set the grid layout. That is, we want the grid layout because we want gap between each and every button which we place layout here. that is with the 5 rows and 5 columns, and with the gap of 3 between the rows and back, and the gap of 3 between the columns. So we have used for loop for creating buttons. So when we use this new button class, when we use this button class and create the object for this button class, the objects will be created. So we are creating the buttons from 0 to 9, and then we are creating the buttons for the operations like add button, subtraction button, multiplication button, and so on, whatever the operations we want to be present in the calculator. So next we are using the add action listener method. So what do this add action listener method do? Action listener method is nothing but it will be invoked when we click on the button. So, and also we are again using the for loop because we want these, we have already created buttons previously. So now we want to add these buttons in the center panel. So for that sake, we are using this C panel method, which will be adding the buttons into the center panel. So next, adding the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and all buttons into the center panel. So next we are setting the south panel, which will be containing this clear button, and we are setting the color as dark gray. And next what we are doing is that we are using the same for loop again. Firstly we have created the buttons previously, and next we have added them to the center panel. Are invoking the buttons because when a user clicks on the button should the method or the operation, the code behind that button should be invoked. So for that particular for that thing we are using this add action listener method, which will be invoked click on certain button. So for each of the 0 to 9 digits we have added this method for each of the operation button, that is addition, subtraction. For every button we have added this, because when we click on that particular button, that button, the code behind that button should come into play. So for that we are using this method. Next we have set the border layout. Firstly we have set the flow layout, which is the center thing, and now we want a border layout for a calculator, so we will be using the border layout. We'll be setting the layout as border layout. And next we are adding the we are adding all our like the border layout for ed panel, border layout for C panel, border layout for S panel, using the action perform method, which will be taking the string and we will be calculating the first character, and if the first character is a digit, then we will be getting the text and setting it to the text field, or else if it is an operator, then we will be converting it into the integer operator. We will be taking the operation as a plus or minus or everything, and will or anything, we'll be setting it as operation minus. And when it is equal to operator, that is when it is a equals operator, then we will be taking as input, that is operand 2 as an input. And if this operation, that is it is a divided by operation and the operand 2 is 0, then we will be displaying it as undefined, or else we will be jumping it in the switch case. So if it is a plus operator which we are getting, then we will be calculating the result as the addition, number 1 plus number 2. And if it is subtraction, we will be calculating the subtraction, and we will be outputting the result, like the set text as result. So we will be getting the result in the text field. So if the string is equal to clear, then we will be getting null, that is the text field will be clear. So this is the simple program of calculator. So let's run this and check like how would our calculator look. So let's run the program. Firstly let's compile our program. It's a command java c calculator.java. So our program is being compiled. Yeah, it's compiled. Now let's run our program. So firstly, as we have used the applets here, we need to use the command as applet viewer calculator.html, because we have designed it through the HTML code. And yeah, what is the error we are getting here? Oh, wait a second. So we have got our calculator. So this is our calculator. I hope you are able to see it. And here operations like 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. Yeah, we have got the correct output. So let's clear the output and do a different operation, that is 1 divided by 0. So where is 0? Yeah, 0. So we have got the output as undefined. Yeah. So what, let's do it as 2 into 3 is equals to, yeah, it's working right, and every operation is being performed correctly here. So our calculator is ready, and we have developed a calculator, a very simple code through packages in Java. Yeah, I hope you like this video and you like the code. Thank you. See you again. Bye bye.